Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm gonna be doing my, I was about to say May, my April wrap up. I actually had a pretty good reading month. For me, I would consider this a good reading month. I'm just gonna jump right in. I also just want to say sorry for the glare. I've tried to get rid of it and there was no way around it. I wanted to wear my glasses in this video, so we're just gonna have to deal with the glare. Okay, so first off, I started reading the Blaze of Tommen series and I read Binding 13. Literally, I think I talked about it already. I don't know if I've talked about it on here. I'm pretty sure I have. But this book ate me up. Actually ate me up. I'm pretty sure I gave this either a 4.5 or 5 stars, definitely around there. Well, the first two books are about Johnny and Shannon, and it's Binding 13 and then Keeping 13. The next two books are about Joey, and I think her name, how you say it, is Eva, but when I read it, I say Aofi. I don't know. Basically, Shannon, the main girl in here, her brother, and then his girl of interest, whatever. And then in the book that just came out, Taming 7, is about Johnny's friend Gypsy. Super excited, and I've been loving this. I'm taking a pause right now because I'm currently on Redeeming 6 and it's so long, so I'm gonna get to it. I don't know when, but I'm gonna get to it and then read Taming 7. But hey, basically this book follows Johnny and Shannon ends up transferring to Tommen, right? Yeah, Tommen College. She ends up transferring there because in her past school she got bullied really bad, and then she ends up having this interaction with Johnny, and he basically, I don't know if it's he can't get her out of her head, but they kind of cross paths, and it kind of just goes from there. And it was so crazy. It's kind of if you read Magnolia Parks, it almost gives Magnolia Parks. I haven't read all of Magnolia Parks, but what I'm gonna say is that I feel it kind of gives Magnolia Parks, but sad, very sad, very heavy topics talked about in here. Definitely check the trigger warnings. But I will say that I personally loved this book so much. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say really without spoiling, because I feel saying any more than that kind of just almost ruins it. I feel I went into this blind. I literally had no idea what this was about, besides that it was about rugby and those two people. I had no idea what it was about, and I honestly, that was probably the best choice I ever made. I tried to leave all people's thoughts and reviews out of it and really form my own opinion, and can say that I loved it. If you don't like cliffhangers, don't read this without wanting to immediately, if you think, oh, I hate cliffhangers and I'm not gonna want to go and automatically read the other one, don't read this, because this one's on a cliffhanger so insane. So of course when I finished, I immediately picked up Keeping 13. Finished. Look at the tabs in these, are so pretty. I tried to coordinate them. Keeping 13, still following Johnny and Shannon. They do get their happy ending in this one though, which is well deserved. Let me tell you that this book had me sobbing. I know I gave this one 5 stars for sure. I don't care. These people, these characters will forever have a place in my heart. I don't know what I was doing in my life before reading the series. It actually changed my life. And then after that, I picked up Saving 6. Like I said, this one starts off following Joey, which is Shannon's brother, starts following him and his basically point of view for everything that's going on, and you get more what's been going on in his head. I will say that this one definitely took me a little bit longer to get into. Definitely still loved it. I think I gave this 4 stars, but either way, I can't wait to read Redeeming 6. I'm just not in a rush to read it, but I loved this. After I binged all of these within the same basically span, I think I took a 1-book break, picked up Book Lovers. I have not read this. Well, I had not read this prior because I don't know why. Honestly, I really like Emily Henry, but sometimes I feel I'm not reading as much of a romance, so I kind of feel a little disconnect for a little bit. I would say almost halfway through her books, I'm almost just a little bored, just a little bit, but not necessarily in a bad way. I'm kind of waiting for something to happen, or I don't know, sometimes the writing just kind of feels a little bit off, but I still love her books so much. I think my favorite though will honestly have to be People Me on Vacation or Beach Read. Like newer ones, I don't know, I'm just like not the biggest fan of them as much, but I still really like them. Like they're not less than like a 4-star or anything. But anyway, I read Book Lovers. I believe that Nora and what is his name, Charlie, they both work in literature or like publishing or something like that, and they kind of just have this like rivals thing going on, so it's like enemies to lovers. And honestly really enjoyed this though. I liked this way more than Funny Story, which I did get into this month. But yeah, I definitely like this more than Funny Story, and I'm still unsure about Happy Place because I read Happy Place when I was in a slump, so I went to reread it and then re-rank it appropriately. Honestly, it would be like Beach Read, People Me on Vacation are like kind of tied, then Book Lovers, then Funny Story, then Happy Place. I need to reread Happy Place, but for now it's gonna sit at the bottom. But basically her name is not Noah. Nora and Charlie kind of have this initial interaction that's like not really the best way to like kind of meet someone or have a conversation with them. Nora and her sister end up going on a trip, and she ends up running into Charlie. So they kind of have this meet cute, but on the back it says it would be a meet cute if not for the fact that they've met many times and it's never been cute. And then it says one summer, two rivals, a plot twist they didn't see coming. I loved this. I don't know why I waited so long to read it. Like I tapped it to tell you know it was good. I think I gave it like 4 stars. I don't think I gave it 5, but I did enjoy it. Then I went out on release day and I left work and I went over and bought Funny Story. First of all, I love the cover. Super cute cover. Emily Henry's covers are always gonna hit. I can't stand the fact that he has Crocs on. Sure, he's a realist, but I can't stand the Crocs. We're gonna talk about that in a second. I love the pink. I was like actually obsessing over that, and I love how like in the inside there's also like a little hint of pink. Like, okay, love a cute pink moment. Oh, it's on the back too. Super cute. First, I listened to it a little bit on audiobook, and I think I gave this one maybe 3.54. I don't know if it was, I honestly will check, but it was around between a 3.5 and a 4.5. I didn't find myself like attracted like to the guy character. Like reading it, first of all, I'm sorry I say like so much, I'm trying to be better. I was reading it and I didn't find myself like talking, and the way they were bringing up like his Crocs and like the way he was like smoking and it was like wafting out of his room, and I don't know, his character himself is like a great guy, but the little details were like really throwing me off and I couldn't get over it. Like the whole time I was thinking about like they're having this whole conversation and he's probably wearing Crocs right now. Like I don't know, like I couldn't take him serious for whatever reason. Loved the girl main character, the girl. I loved the female main character though. I think it was really nice to see how she ended up like overcoming her own personal issues, and she had some really good character development, I'd say. The relationship was cute, but I couldn't stop thinking I don't even like this man that much. Like he was just like definitely not my favorite. I loved the banter, like I loved everything. It was just that one little detail that kind of like ruined it for me a little bit. The ending was so freaking cute. Like I don't know if you can tell, you probably can't tell, but there's some pages that I had like dog-eared that I did love, that were like some of my favorite. The way like he would talk about her and like the things he'd say to her were super cute. It didn't feel like too insta-lovey either, which I loved. All things considered though, it was still a good book. Like she can't write a bad book, but I just wasn't drawn to the character, so it kind of like threw me off a bit. So yeah, I definitely give it like 3.5, but it's still good and I'd still recommend it because Emily Henry always slays. Okay, lastly, I'm still reading this series. I don't know how, but I'm still reading the Off Campus series. So I read The Score. I have listened to this and I have did audiobook. The audiobook was honestly super funny. A quick little cute hockey romance. I love picking up Elle Kennedy hockey romances because they're always so good. I feel like she throws in just the right amount of like hockey talk and the right amount of like found family, and I like how she still talks about the other characters from the other books, like talking about Garrett and Hannah. Like I loved all of that. This was super funny, and I did buy the next book. They've changed the covers, so they don't look like this anymore. And now my books won't match, but it took too long to go and finish, and I can't find these covers anywhere. So if you know where I can get these covers, please let me know. Yeah, I'd honestly say it goes Garrett, Logan, and then Dean, honestly, in the way I've read them. I don't know, the way Dean, I was just like, do you like her, or do you just want to be sexually with her? Like, I couldn't tell at the time. It was still cute. I think I gave this 3.54. This wasn't a long video. I didn't want to make it too long. I didn't want to over talk about the books. I just like tend to ramble, and then I don't want to like over talk about the book, and I don't want to accidentally spoil anything. Yeah, here are the 6 books that I read. I don't know how I read this many books with the finals and everything going on. I don't know what happened, but I was going crazy. So I hope I have that same energy this month. But I don't know what my next video will be. I don't know. I don't have anything planned. I might just have a May wrap up for you guys. I might have another fun little video. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Made it all the way to the end. Love you.